Iceland searches for a woman who mysteriously went missing. The small Nordic nation of Iceland has been gripped this week by the disappearance of a young woman, an extremely rare occurrence in a country with a population of just 320,000 people. The red-headed woman, seen here on the right side of the screen, went missing in the early hours of January 14th after a night out on the town. Members of the public and more than 130 rescue workers joined the Icelandic police in a huge search after 20-year-old Birna Brjansdottir went missing last weekend. The young woman was last seen by witnesses at around 4 a.m. at a bar in Reykjavik city center. Police said Brjansdottir left the venue and began walking away from the downtown area. CCTV cameras filmed her last known movements at around 5:25 a.m. Nearby, a red Kia car was also spotted by security cameras at the same time. As you can see from the video, Brjansdottir appears a little unsteady on her feet as she walks along the street headed to an unknown destination. According to phone company records, Brjansdottir's device was manually switched off about 30 minutes later, near a harbor 10 kilometers south of Reykjavik. Her shoes were later found near the harbor. Soon after the phone was turned off, the red Kia was seen at the harbor on CCTV. Police traced the car as a rental vehicle, which was hired by crew members of a trawler from Greenland docked at the harbor. After the trawler departed the harbor, the Danish Coast Guard intercepted the boat and turned it back to Iceland. Icelandic police then flew over by helicopter to inspect the vessel. 2 members of the trawler crew were arrested aboard the ship in connection with Brjansdottir's disappearance. A 3rd crew member was later arrested, and all 3 were being questioned by police. As the investigation continued, divers searched the harbor for clues, but there has been no sign of Brjansdottir since she was seen on CCTV walking through Reykjavik city center in the early hours of last Saturday morning. The trawler from Greenland was being searched for clues, but police are working on the assumption that Brjansdottir did not board the ship. Considering the distance between the last sighting of the young woman on CCTV and the location where her phone was turned off, the cops are pretty sure that she was driven there by car, with the red Kia being the prime suspect. Almost a week after she disappeared, the search for Birna Brjansdottir continued, and the people of Iceland had not given up hope of finding her alive. Here's 4 more strange cases of people going missing.
After hotel guests complained about low water pressure, a maintenance worker carried out an inspection. To get to the tanks, someone would have to take a staircase and pass through a locked door equipped with an alarm system that would notify hotel security. The tank is about 10 feet tall and is 4.5 feet wide. A ladder will be needed to climb up the side of the tank. Lamb's body was found in the 3/4 full tank. Lamb was last seen acting strangely on the hotel's CCTV footage.
Little girl's nightmares may hold clue to mother's death. It was a rainy day on February 21 in Chesterfield County, Virginia. Natalie Castellanos Tyler, a mother of 3, was on her way home from a birthday party with her little daughter Alyssa. But Natalie's SUV slid off the wet road and slammed into a tree. 3-year-old Alyssa, seated in the back seat, survived the crash. Sadly, her mother died instantly. Investigators initially believed that the crash was a single vehicle accident caused by severe weather conditions. However, the recurring nightmares of little Alyssa may shed light on her mother's death. The recently widowed Craig Tyler told investigators and reporters that his daughter is being haunted by dreams and visions regarding the accident. There were episodes where the little girl started screaming, "The white van! It hurt my car!" repeatedly. Tyler at first did not understand the relevance of the white van in Alyssa's dreams, but after a few days he started linking a number of Facebook posts from nearby residents, reporting a series of hit-and-run accidents, all caused by a white delivery truck. The white truck apparently caused at least 3 accidents prior to Natalie's death. One witness said that the truck swiped her and smashed her side mirror. Another witness, who was hospitalized, reported that she saw 3 men seated in the front row of the truck before it swiped them. Chesterfield County Police are currently investigating the connection between the crashes and the white truck that is haunting little Alyssa.
Missing girl's remains found 25 years after her disappearance. A quarter century after a 15-year-old girl went missing, police have found what are believed to be her remains. Rosemary Diaz was working at Danes County Store in Wharton County, Texas on November 24, 1990, when she called her mom to say she was closing up the shop for the day. After the call, a couple stopped by the store but found no one inside. Diaz's purse and the radio she listened to at work were still there, and her car was parked outside. Police received new tips about her disappearance in recent months and started digging at a rural property not far from the shop. On November 24th, exactly 25 years after she disappeared, human remains were found. Investigators also found an amethyst ring with a heart-shaped stone believed to be the one Rosemary received from her family as a present. Police think a now-deceased relative of the owners of the property where the remains were found abducted Diaz, killed her, and buried her there. A forensic team will try to identify the remains, but the ring seems to be enough proof to link the findings with Diaz's body.
FBI search in Indiana connected to missing girl Lauren Spierer. 4 years after 20-year-old Lauren Spierer went missing, the FBI and Bloomington police raided a home in Indiana's Morgan County in connection with her disappearance. Spierer's night out on June 3, 2011 started around 12:30 a.m. when she left her apartment at the Smallwood Plaza with friend David Rohn. They walked to a row of 5 townhomes on 11th Street and hung out with friend Jay Rosenbaum and his neighbors Corey Rossman and Mike Beth. After an hour or so, Spierer and Rossman headed to Kilroy's, a combination sports beach bar where they stayed for about 40 minutes. Spierer left her shoes and cell phone at Kilroy's, likely because she was playing in the sand. She was barefoot as she headed back to Smallwood with Rossman. Spierer and Rossman entered Smallwood at 2:30 a.m. and stayed for 12 minutes. At Smallwood, someone confronted them, and Rossman was punched in the face. Spierer walked Rossman home, losing her purse and keys along the way. Rossman's roommate Mike Beth, who had been home writing term papers, put Rossman to bed. Spierer returned to Rosenbaum's apartment. At some point after 4 a.m., Spierer called Rohn, who was asleep, using Rosenbaum's cell phone. Rosenbaum tried to persuade Spierer to sleep on his couch, but she wanted to go home. Rosenbaum saw Spierer walk up 11th Street and turn right on College Avenue at 4:30 a.m. That was the last time anyone saw her. Spierer was never more than a few blocks from her apartment the night she disappeared. Suspect Justin Wagers, who used to live in the property raided by the FBI and was arrested last August in an indecent exposure case, is believed to be linked to the case. Wagers, whose charges range from public indecency to vicarious sexual gratification and intimidation, is also believed to be connected to the disappearance of 2 more people.